So, Fishlight grew a pair of balls?
Apparently. Alright, and this episode is called Worst in Show, and...
where do I begin?
You brought up a good point. This was like Thought Fest 2.0, and... Okay, I will admit that Thought Fest wasn't that great of an episode. There was a lot of continuity issues in it, but it's a personal favorite of mine because of... Well, it reminds me of my time in school.
Now it's like the fact that I seen Thought Fest, alright. Why did you have to make it again? And this time was Fish Legs as the competitive one.
I don't know. But how is this any different to Gem of a different color, though?
Well, Cassie, did it contribute to Fish Legs' development?
I don't know. If there wasn't really any. I guess not.
Because, first off, this got out of hand because everyone thinks it's a competition. And, okay, sure, fine, whatever, you do that. But why was it in Thought Fest, Asher was getting offensive that Hiccup was being competitive, and now she's competitive! What the hell, man?
I don't know. And even Fish Legs was actually the first one to mention that it was a competition because, he's telling Snotlout that he's just complaining that he lost because they're doing rescue skills training, and Snotlout
being Snotlout,
he and his dragon don't really know tender loving care.
Yeah, because obviously when you rescue your victim,
yes, you're not only supposed to, fly at high speeds through the water, but also set them on fire and stomp them out.
You got the victim part, right?
Yeah. Really, what is a good idea is that they're using a scientific experiment, but they're treating it like a competition as to get every one of the riders on an even playing field, that they'll train terrible terrors for a day. And I'm pretty sure a fan is gonna say how this episode is kind of a little reference to the book, as to the terrible terror that Hiccup has is kind of like what Toothless is in the book.
Now, to be fair, it probably could have had a good point, but I think it got mumbled up.
It kind of did. This thing made me feel bad for Meatlug.
It did. I mean, good God, Meatlug tossing the sheep. Let's play fetch with the sheep.
Well, we kind of established early on that sheeps are like Wile E. Coyote in this universe. They don't really care what happens to them. They'll just walk it off.
It's a great day for a sheep-looking...
I'm gonna be seeing flaming sheep in my dreams for a month.
But no, Meatlug, I feel bad for it. And let's not even get started with all the comedy. This was comedy gold.
There was. That's actually what makes up for the episode. That and the return of Alvin, voiced by Mark Hamill.
And the best part is Mildew getting punched in the face.
Several times, actually.
Yes. And no, oh my God. And getting punched by the face by Joker, Luke Skywalker, and Alvin was...
And Ozai.
Oh. And my God, apparently he likes chowder. Your chowder turned back to fish eggs. Wow. So
yes, when life gives you fish eggs, I complain about the fish eggs.
God. You know what I do when someone gives me lemons? I throw it back at them.
So yeah, the comedy part, that was really starting to
go in
a different direction. There was actually 3 bouts of sexual humor, actually.
Yes. You could tell Fish to take his nut out of Hiccups.
They cut that off, but we're pretty sure he was saying ass.
Yes.
And the other one was the twins say, "Whoa, looks like fish legs finally grew a pair of cut off again."
Hey! What's that mildew poke?
It was Savage.
Savage poke his head through a hole in the ground,
and he's surrounded by yaks. And he says, "It's very hairy, and something keeps swinging in my face."
Oh God!
Oh,
I wondered what that something was. Oh, and don't even get me started. Hiccup! They took my meat log. Oh my God!
This was kind of stupid and a little predictable. Well, if you're really analyzing for it, really, I'm just here for a journey. But yeah, the Outcasts, they're finally observing the writers training the Terrible Terrors, and Meadlug actually develops a keen sense of tracking. Actually,
better question is, how come Tooth wasn't invited first?
I don't know.
Okay, Fishleg said...
Because this was Fishlegs' story.
Yeah,
that's why.
Yeah, but Fishleg even points out that the Night Fury was at the top of the food chain.
It was. He was like the best dragon.
So, how come he didn't send him first?
I don't know. Maybe he was distracted by how stupid everyone was.
That's true.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see all the Terrible Terrors' skills.
Yeah.
Skills.
And also the different colors that they have. And of course, when the Outcasts take Meatlug, I kind of knew what was gonna happen. Oh, so now all the skills that the writers showed their Terrible Terrors that they train in is gonna come into play, therefore reinforcing that we are a team. This is about teamwork.
Yeah, predictable. Though, what kind of skills was frickin' Snoutlouts? The Snot Man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, bad things happen when you try to beat the Snot Man.
Oh, fuck. Snotlout. That did not sound right.
No. Alright, I think that his terrible terror is very bitey. It freaking was biting him on the neck, and not just the neck, on the jugular. So he could bleed out and die.
Yeah, so Snoutlout's Terrible Terror doesn't really do much other than bite.
No.
It took Gummer a full day to get him off of this leg.
Yeah. Alright, so okay. Hiccup trained his Terrible Terror to be accurate with his firepower. Astrid trained her Terrible Terror to be stealthy. Fishlegs trained his Terrible Terror to fetch things. The twins taught their Terrible Terrors to butt heads against each other. In fact, they even named them Butt and Head. Butthead. Kind of accurate since the guy who played Biff Tannen voices Bucket.
Yeah, where's Beavis?
Don't know. Maybe in another episode. I feel. Oh yeah, Snotlout really didn't train him. It's just really trying to get obviously a starving Terrible Terror off of him.
Yeah,
but yeah, it comes into play. But I do have to address one thing. How did they not see that Mildew was with the Outcasts?
Yeah, that is a very, 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 very good point. Are they blind?
Very blind, I don't know. But then again, it was the twins that had their dragon's butthead, so they're very stupid, really.
I can predict this. Why didn't you tell me Mildew was the Outcast?
You never asked. I mean, that's what they did. That's what happened in Dragonflower.
No, hell. What beach?
What beach? It's the isolated beach on the far side of the island. You should really check it out. White sandy beach, very comfortable on your little toes.
They have a habit of out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. Well, they're way out of their minds.
In fact, okay, that's my phone.
Yeah.
I'll ignore it.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, those twins are terrifyingly insane because they need to be locked up.
I know. Maybe one of their parents came from the Berserk tribe.
It wouldn't surprise me. Considering that they like to see people on fire. They like to see their sibling in danger.
They like to be in pain.
Yes, so masochist sadistic?
Sadomasochist.
Sadomasochist.
Yes.
So
But they just give us
so much
entertainment.
Guys, it's not gonna do much if my dad can see you. Oh my god. Idiotic moments turn to pure gold.
We can't see in the clouds, it's too cloudy. Alright, so yeah, fish legs. I mean, in Gem of a Different Color, we're okay with him finally confronting Snotlout, but because he kind of had a reason, we found out there is a line that you can't cross with him. This one, he's like looking for trouble, really.
Yeah, no, seriously, I wonder if I missed an episode.
I'm sure we didn't.
No, we didn't. We went from the last one to this.
Yeah.
And there was no change. And in fact, I was like, fish legs? What happened? You're not fish legs. This is the same fish legs. He's supposed to be afraid of the dark.
Afraid of the dark and afraid to be physical.
Yeah.
And afraid of speed.
That too. And now he just wants to, I can beat you, Snot Man. I'm not going to let that go.
No, you're not. But, okay, some of the good things about it. The comedy, I definitely liked...
A+.
Yeah, I definitely liked how bright the animation was. At least it was consistent, although some of them they were kind of looking a little plasticky.
The fireball thing was...
Fireball?
Hiccup's Terrible Terror.
Yeah.
That was a bit, drop.
Okay.
But then again, I'm guessing because explosions. It looked like a green screen effect to me.
And really, this is a short vlog, really. Not very shorter than our usual ones, because I got nothing left to say. This was not, in my opinion, it's not a great episode for story-wise. It's just a great episode for comedy. Yes.
If you want to laugh your ass off.
But in terms of leaving an impact on you, kind of the way that Animal House and How to Pick Your Dragon and Portrait of Hiccup as a Buff Man, this doesn't hold up to it, really.
No.
So, yeah, this is one of the Bad by Default episodes. Another one of those.
Honestly, I enjoyed it for all the stupid things that happened.
Oh yeah, you can get something good from something bad. I mean, that's what I look for in movies, unless they're The Last Airbender.
Ugh.
But yeah, comedy wise, this was a good episode. But in terms of leaving an impact and development, really, this was not a great episode.
And I got nothing left to say.
I got nothing left to say about it. So yeah, very short vlog.
The world's coming to an end.
Probably. Or, like, this didn't leave much of an impact on us, so we have very little thoughts on it.
Yeah. Really, there's not much thought other than I thought it was Thought Fest 2.0.
Yeah, so in essence, just another filler episode.
Yeah.
Right, so hopefully the next episode will be better.
Hopefully they bring back Dagger.
Oh yes, I do hope so.
The happiness.
Alright, so we'll see you next time.